Okay, yeah. It's that time again. Get to go through more games. And we're just in time for a compilation. Actually, we'll only look at a couple of games in it because we've seen most of the others. And one of them's an text adventure. So, yeah. Looking at the cassette version of Computer Hits. We have Chucky Egg. A classic platform game with 256 levels of increasing difficulty. The aim is to guide a tubby hero around the platforms on each screen, collecting the 12 eggs. Ladders and lifts connect the platforms, which are patrolled by ducklings. And on later stages, a flying duck will escape from a cage to harass you. There are also corn poles left around that both you and the ducklings can get. Your man is safe enough dropping off platforms unless he falls off the bottom of the screen, where he dies. Heroes of Khan. This is the only adventure game in the package, but according to the Pilgrim, it's well worth having. It features lots of graphic locations to add to the atmosphere as you battle to release 4 heroes from their imprisonment. The action all takes place in the mythical land of Khan, as you battle to release the land from the darkness by finding the 4 heroes. Sounds like exciting fun. The usual text entry with a save game option and a score will see how well you're doing. Killer Gorilla, that wonderful game. A version of the classic arcade game Donkey Kong, in which you have to rescue a girl from the dastardly clutches of a gorilla. There are 4 screens on which you have to reach the top via the platforms, ladders, and lifts on them. The gorilla sends many obstacles to thwart you, which have to be destroyed or avoided. On the 4th screen, you get your chance to bring the gorilla crashing to Earth and be reunited with the girl. Defend or Die, a good version of the arcade game Defender, where you have to protect the planet and its scientists from an alien invasion. The scientists wander the planet's surface while you protect the skies above that are filled with landers, bombers, swarmers, and betas. Yeah, so you use the same names from Defender. It'll work perfectly. Trying to destroy you and the scientists. The screen scrolls left and right on a wraparound planet surface, although the only drawback is that this is sluggish and the inertia is tough to handle. A Pinball Wizard. This pinball table doesn't have the table design feature of Madcadam Bumper, but does retain some of the addictive qualities of pinball. I'm sure it does. The ball movement is fairly good, although it does tend to speed up and slow down without warning. The table design is quite difficult. It's quite a difficult one, demanding attention from the player, and it features like rollover targets and bonuses. Background colour and the graphics as the flipper hit the ball leaves something to be desired, but it's still a playable pinball. We shall soon see, because this is one we'll be playing. A Flight Path 737, a flight simulator that sets the task of taking off in a 737, flying over a mountain range and then landing on the other side. It displays a cockpit view of the horizon with the instrumentation below. The parameters of the flight can be varied to change the height of the mountains, length of the runway, crosswinds, and engine fires. Because that's what you want. You want engine fires. Only one attempt at a landing is possible due to fuel constraints, and this combined with the slow screen update can make the game frustrating. A screenshot of the Covenant, because that's in this compilation as well. Special Operations. Graphically, this war game leaves a lot to be desired, but it has quite a novel objective and combination of tasks. It gives you the task of achieving one of the 7 objectives in respect to an enemy complex on the simplest level. You have to photograph the complex, and on the hardest, to penetrate it and steal some secret plans. The team you control possess some different skills, so that a combination of wargaming and tactical adventure tactics are required. The Covenant. This excellent arcade adventure will got a rave review in the November issue and features some delightful graphics and demanding gameplay. The Covenant is made up of 64 pieces of parchment, which, as the last survivor of your race, you have to retrieve it. To do this, you also have to capture all the animals living in the underground caverns to repopulate the planet's surface. The animals come in 4-room sections and have to be anesthetized. And this involves a puzzling element as you make your way around either on foot or in the flying globe. Lots to do and see in this large game. Now, Ghouls. A 4-screen platform game but which moves at an extremely fast pace and has some devilish adversaries. The aim on each screen is to get to the top right corner by jumping about the platforms. You can collect dots and power jewels on the way for points, but a time limit ticks inexorably down. The dangers include a ghost that homes in on you, spiky mats, moving platforms, and walkways. A very tough, fast game of good sound effects that can be very frustrating as you can die so quickly. Yeah, we're not playing that again either. Jack and the Beanstalk. Jack has to climb several screens as he tries to get the money, golden goose, and kill the giant. On each screen, he will need an object to help him get through as various insects and birds try to bring him to grief. The final screen has a time limit in which you must get an axe and fell the giant. Each screen demands timing, speed, and accuracy in trying to traverse the hazards, which can prove very difficult to overcome. I mean, not many screens though, as they can prove frustrating. A second opinion. Whether you get the cassette or disc version, you won't have any grounds to be disappointed with this compilation on the grounds of value for money. While one or two of the games aren't exactly staggeringly good, others really are top class. The variety means that there's something for everyone, from the adventurer to the blaster. The only problem with such projects is the dilemma they pose for people who have a few of them already. But for anyone new to computer games, Computer Hits will be a terrific introduction. Good news, 10 games for the price of one. Wide variety of game types. Excellent programs like The Covenant, Defend or Die, and Heroes of Khan. Full instructions for all games. An excellent Christmas gift to a new computer owner. Bad news, don't expect every game to be a hot one. A grab factor 88, staying power 89, overall rating 88%. Disc version. There are only 6 games on the disc version. Killer Gorilla, Chucky Egg, The Covenant, Jack and the Beanstalk, Gauntlet, and 3D Star Strike. These last two do not appear on the cassette version. Gauntlet is a version of the arcade classic Defender, and a very good one too. The action is fast, furious, and colourful as you try to stop those nasty aliens stealing the humanoids. 3D Star Strike, an outstanding vector graphics shootout featuring 4 testing stages on your way to blasting enemy control bases on the moon's surface. It's fast, colourful, compulsive shoot-'em-up action. So yeah, we'll be playing Pinball Wizard and Jack and the Beanstalk. These are 2 games that we haven't looked at yet. So, get it set up. Okay. And if we go sure this will be worth it. Yeah. 6 speed, 1 to 5. We'll stick to 1 to start with. Now I've got to remember the keys. Oh. I've got to remember the keys now. Oh, that's right. This is a. I think this is playing a demo. Okay, just kill it. She'll probably play better than I will be. Okay. Speed 1.